Before solving our questions, let's first visit our concept builder section. So we have studied in this exercise that solids or 3D objects can be drawn on flat surfaces, that is your paper, in two ways. That is, we can use oblique sketches or isometric sketches. So first of all, let's study about oblique sketches. Oblique in English means anything which is little off from its position. So the same thing we do while drawing oblique sketches. First of all, we construct one of the face. Let's take an example of this cube. So this square is first drawn, and we draw similar looking shape with exact same dimensions, little bit off like this. That is little bit off from this previous face. So this is face of a cube. After that, we connect them with parallel connecting lines, so it appears like cube. And the important thing while constructing oblique sketch is this: the size of the front face and its opposite sides are same, that we have already discussed. That is, this face size has to be equal to this face size, that is its opposite. Second point to note is the edges, which are all equal in cube, appear so in the sketch. Now the actual measures of edges are not taken so we don't care about the dimensions, that is exact match. For example, if we were to construct a cube with side 4 cm, we will not take 4 as a measure. You may take it, but it is optional. But the only thing is that first face must be of same dimension as opposite. If you want to just give the idea of 3D object on a paper, then oblique sketches are better. And what if we want to display all the dimensions with proper given dimensions? Then we shift to isometric sketches. So again, isometric is an English term. Iso means equal, metric means unit. That is, we are taking dimensions in consideration. Therefore, the measurements are of exact size in an isometric sketch. This is not so in the case of oblique sketch, and we can only draw these isometric sketches using isometric graphs, whereas oblique sketches can be drawn on a graph paper, that is a simple graph paper. And the special difference between bar graph and these isometric point graphs is that if you take this point, then the distance from any point is same to its nearby points. That's what makes bar graph different from isometric graph, and in this, measurement is taken into consideration. So we can say that this cuboid is having length has 1, 2, 3, 4 units and height has 1, 2, 3 units, and its depth is 1, 2, 3 units. So therefore, we have studied in this exercise that we can draw solids or 3D objects on a piece of paper using two techniques, oblique and isometric. Oblique do not take actual measurements in consideration while retaining the actual shape of the object, whereas isometric is taking measurements into consideration, and we have a special isometric dot graph in order to create isometric sketches. So using these concepts, we will try to solve various questions in this exercise. Question number 1. Use isometric dot paper and make an isometric sketch for each one of the given shapes. We have parts 1 to 4 and we have to draw them in isometric sketches using isometric dot paper. So first part, let's take this cuboid's length. It is 6 units. We are not given with actual measurement of units, that is centimeter, meters. So we will take 7 points. When we join them, they make 6 units. That is basic. Now let's draw its depth, that is 2 units. Again, on the other side, 2 units. Like this. After making its depth, now let's sketch its height, that is 3 units. So we will connect next 3 dots. Similarly, on the other side, we will connect, and this is our height of 3 units. We will connect the depths with each other. Again, we can connect heights with each other like this. Now let's join other height, that is 3 units again. From the other side as well, 3 units. Now it is just a matter to connect the edges. So we will connect this edge and this edge and at last we will connect the length of this cuboid. So in this way, we sketch our isometric model of given oblique sketch. For second, first of all, let's create length that is of 8 units. So we will connect 9 dots to give our 8 unit length. So we have connected, then we will create height of 2 units. Then again we have 2 units as our depth or breadth. Then we will make parallel to this our height, again 2 units because it is parallel to our height. So 2 units like this. After that, this is 3 units given to us, so we will connect next 3 dots like this, and it will be parallel to your base. Now from the other side, 3 units, again parallel to base, which was 8 units. So you have to see parallel sides while making isometric dot paper. In that way, your construction is never wrong. Now let's make our depth again 2 units like this. After that, let's make this height, that is 2 units. You can see from this given dimension, that is 2 units. So it will be straight up connecting next 2 dots, again from the other side next 2 dots. So our height is completed. You can draw it like this, 1 and 2, and then we can join it. So it is our front face is completed. Now we have to create opposite face and connect the edges. So let's make it parallel and connect it. Then we will go next 3 units and then again height. First just connect it. So it is just a step, so it is connected. Now let's go height 2 units. So we will connect next 2 dots and then we can connect it like this, that is parallel to this edge, connected, and it is appearing very similar to the given oblique sketch. Now make it parallel 2 units. Now connect it, then let's connect it as well. So this is the required isometric sketch of second. Then we have third, this is L, and we have to construct isometric sketch of this. So first, let's give dimensions, because in isometric we need dimensions. So let's treat height as 4 and this as 2. So we'll write 2. Again, this height is 2 and this height is 2 because 4 minus 2 will be 2. Let's consider it, and again let's take it as 2 as well. So we have decided our measurements. Based upon that, we will create isometric sketch of this. First, let's create height, that is 2. So we will connect 3 dots because 3 dots gives us 2 units. Then the base 2 units, so we will create it in an angle. Now 4 units like this. Then height here, it will be parallel to this side, so again 2 units. Now we will connect it, that is connect both the vertices. After that, let's draw these parallel to given base as 2 units. We'll connect it 2 units, that is connecting next 2 dots from this vertex. After connecting it, let's do it on the other side as well. But before that, let's create this 2 unit which is parallel to our base like this, and now we can connect it. So that makes our first step of this L-shaped figure. Now let's draw this altitude. This is 4 and parallel to this side, so it will be vertical one. Again 4 units, that is connecting next 4 dots. Now let's draw these altitudes as well, which is 2 and parallel to these already drawn altitudes, so it will be 2 units. Now we shall draw the last altitude here, again 2 units, and let's connect these 2 altitudes like this, and then this must be parallel to this, so we will connect it. It will obviously be 2 units because 4 minus 2 is 2. Again this is parallel to this, so we'll go parallel to that base as well. Again 2 units. Last, just to connect both vertices. So in this way you can take any dimensions because dimensions were not given to us, that is third. Now we have fourth part. It is again steps. We have 3 steps. So first, always try to draw altitude while drawing isometric dot paper. So first let's draw 2 as our altitude, that is connecting 3 points. Now let's draw its 4 units, that is depth of this steps. Then let's connect these. This will be 2 plus 2, that is 6, that is 2 3s are 6, so we'll count next 6 points and we will connect like this. Now let's draw this altitude, that is 2 units, then let's connect it. So that's the foundation of our first step. Again it goes parallel to the base 2 units, so we will go parallel to the base 2 units, and again here parallel to the base 2 units, and after that we'll connect it. That will form our first step of this ladder. Then again parallel to our height, that is 2 units, from the other side as well 2 units, and let's connect it. Let's make foundation of our second step. Now it goes parallel to base 2 units, so we will go parallel to base 2 units, that is connecting next 2 dots like this. Again from the other side, and when we connect these both vertices we get second step of this ladder. Then parallel to height 2 units from both sides, and we connect it. That is foundation of our third step of this ladder. Then we will go parallel to base next 2 units, or the final 2 units from the other side as well, and when we connect these both vertices we will get our third step of this ladder. So see how easy it is to make isometric dot paper. Then we connect altitude, that will be 6 because 2 3s are 6 again. So we got a beautiful isometric view of a given oblique sketch. With this, fourth part is completed and question 1 is completed. Question second. The dimensions of a cuboid are 5 cm, 3 cm and 2 cm. Draw 3 different isometric sketches of this cuboid. So why did the question ask for 3 different isometric sketches of this cuboid? Well, we can get this cuboid in 3 orientations. That is, if we consider 3 different heights. In first figure we are taking 5 as our height, in second we are taking 2 as our height, that is centimeter, and the third figure we are taking 3 as a height. So you can see you get different figures using different heights, even volume remains same. So let's draw first red one having height 5 centimeter. So as we have told you earlier, while drawing isometric, first make height. So we have drawn 6 points in order to make our 5 centimeter as a height. Now let's draw this 2 centimeter as its front face, and then we have 3 centimeter as its depth. Then again altitude 5 centimeter, that will be parallel to our height that we have previously drawn, and again height from the third side, that will be again 5 units. So connecting next 5 dots. So here we go, let's connect it. Now let's connect their top vertices and the other one as well, that is 2 units. So while drawing isometric, rest of the units fall on place. So this is 3 units and this is 2 units, again 2 units. So that creates our first cuboid having height as 5 centimeter. Now we have this yellow or gold colored having 2 centimeter as a height. So first of all, we will create 2 centimeter as a height, that is connecting 3 dots. After that, let's draw its depth, that is 3 centimeter in this case, and 5 centimeter as our length drawn. Now let's draw altitude again, that is 2 centimeter, that is 2 units, connecting next 2 dots, and also from the other side. Now let's connect these vertices, also this one. Let's draw this depth 3 centimeter parallel to our depth, that is 3 centimeter, and connect it. In this way we get isometric sketch. Now consider height as 3 centimeter of same cuboid. So connecting 4 dots for this purpose. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 connected. That gives a height. Now let's draw length as 5 centimeter, that is connecting next 5 dots. Again connecting next 2 dots for our depth of this cuboid. Then altitude, that is parallel to our pre-drawn altitude, that is 3 units or 3 centimeter. Then we will connect these vertices. So it is a very fun process while drawing isometric views or sketches. Then we shall draw again the depth as 2 centimeter and connect it finally to give our third isometric sketch. So in this way you create your different isometric views of the same cuboid, that is we are just changing heights. That was your second. Question third. 3 cubes each with 2 centimeter edge are placed side by side to form a cuboid. Sketch an oblique or isometric sketch of this cuboid. So in this question we have joined 3 similar looking cubes having 2 centimeter as their edges, and when we connect it you get a cuboid having length of 6 centimeter, whereas its breadth and height remain same, that is 2 centimeter, and we have to sketch oblique and isometric. It was not or, the question is probably saying that we have to draw both the figures. So for oblique we need graph paper, and isometric we need isometric thought paper. That is also provided in the textbook last page, you may check it. And again, any point is within same distance with any other point in isometric, therefore iso term came. So for oblique sketch we will first of all draw length, that is 6 centimeter, because 3 cubes are combined, therefore 6 squares are connected, and we have height 2 centimeter, therefore we will connect 2 squares, that is 2 squares length. So first of all in oblique, as we have told in concept builder, we have to first construct face. So we have constructed face, now we will construct opposite face slightly off. So we are just copying it and we are creating it with the same dimension as we did earlier, joining these vertices, and now it's just a matter to connect these both faces with parallel connecting lines. So remember, dimensions are not taken into consideration, it is just that your shape must appear as of the given solid. Whereas after creating it in isometric we will take measurements in consideration. Before that, make these hidden lines, that is these edges will be hidden, therefore they are constructed with dotted lines. So you have to do so, because as you can see this yellow part will not allow us to see the backward edges, therefore we have to make them dotted. Dotted means that it is hidden in actual solid. So this just gives you feel of a solid. Well, this line will not be hidden, and we have to construct in order to show that we have 3 cubes, so we will have to construct these edges as well. So just to give you feel that we are connecting 3 cubes in order to make this cuboid. And again, after 2 units we have third cube placed, so we will do so. And again, after drawing it we will hide the background edges, because that will give us more 3D effect. That is, whenever you will see these dotted line, it means they are hidden in this view, that is front view. So that completes our oblique view. And isometric now, we will consider actual dimensions. So let's first draw altitude. As we already discussed, it's better to draw altitude. So it is 2 centimeter. So we will connect 3 dots for that. We have connected it. Now it is 6 because 2 3s are 6. So we will draw its length. That is connecting next 6 points. Therefore, that is our length. Now let's draw its depth or breadth, whatever you want to call. In solids, we basically call it depth. Again, altitude here, that is 2 centimeter. Now we will connect this, that is length. And from the other side, altitude is 2 centimeters. So we will connect next 2 points for that. So every 2 points make 1 unit. This is the basic idea behind it. And again, connecting these next 2 dots makes 2 centimeter and this makes 6 centimeter. So we have created, but it looks complete cuboid, but we have to show that it is constructed with the help of 3 cubes. So we will do the same. Again here, creating partition for the 3rd cube that makes us visual. So that makes our isometric sketch using isometric thought paper. With this, we constructed oblique and isometric sketch of the given joined cubes. So that is your 3rd. Question 4th. Make an oblique sketch for each one of the given isometric shapes. Here we have to do reverse of what we did in previous questions. So in order to create oblique sketches, we need craft paper. First of all, we will draw faces. So these are faces. Here it is a house face. There it was L face. So let's first try to draw this L space, and while drawing, let's count the measurements. So it is 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we can draw 6. But it is not important to just draw the actual measurements, but for the sake of question we are doing so. So we will connect 6 units, and here 2 3 4 units. So we will go 4 units. That is 1 2 3 and 4. Then we have height of this L as 2. So we'll go 2 units. Then here again height is 2. So we will go 2 units. Then it is going parallel to base as 2 units again. So 2 units, and we will connect it. So this is our L shape. And now we will have to copy the same exact shape little bit off from this position. So let's start from here. So we will draw it as height of this L. Since we are starting 1 unit after, so we will end 1 unit after. Again here shifting 1 unit towards our right side because we have started 1 unit after that. We'll connect these 2 like this. We are just copying it with the same exact dimension. Again its height will come here and we will join it. So we have constructed 2 opposite L faces. Now it's just a matter to connect them with the edges. So we connect it. That is connecting each corresponding edge with a parallel line. Here again we will connect it here. Again connecting here. That is, we will not leave any edge which is not connected. From the last on the base we will connect it here. So we have created oblique sketch. Now let's give it a hidden line because this is not visible from this current view. So therefore we are hiding these edges. We can also hide this one, but that deletes our initial one, so just leave it. So that is first. And again in the second part we have a house. This is the face of the house. That is, it is an aerial view of a house. So it is 1 2 3 4 5, connecting 5 units. Height is 4 units. So 1 2 3 4. Now just create this rectangle first of all. That is connecting its all edges. Now we have this roof kind of a thing. Well, we can connect it like this. It is at an angle, that is, it is not in the center. So let's take 2 diagonals for this matter. We'll take from this side 2 diagonal lengths. By 2 diagonals we mean this thing. That is, we will start from this vertex like this and we will connect 2 squares diagonally. So we will do like this in order to create this angle because it is more towards right side of this building. And we connect it, and again actual measurements are not necessary. So we have connected front face. Now let's create exact copy, that is its opposite face. So we had base with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unit. We have height of this house as 1, 2, 3, 4 units. So we will create exact copy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now just connect it, and we will complete this rectangle first of all, as we did while constructing our first or the front face of the house. Again, now for the roof, we are taking 2 diagonal length, that is 2 squares diagonal are connected like this, and joining the other line like this. So we have connected both the faces with same actual dimensions, and it's just a matter to connect them with parallel lines, or the edges in this case, that is connecting each corresponding edge to each other and connecting both the bases edges like this. So with this, we have created our oblique sketch of this house, and it is again a fun process. But before that, let's hide the hidden geometry with dotted lines, so this is not visible to you while you are actually watching this house from this view. So with this, we have created oblique sketch. And important thing is that while creating oblique sketch, you have to take consideration of your faces, that is both front face and opposite face should be very similar, and they are connected with your edges, that is each corresponding edge has to be connected. And graph papers are used in order to make oblique sketches, and dimensions are not necessary, that is just you have to give the idea how your actual solid looks. So that is your again oblique sketch, and that completes your question number 4. Question 5. Give first an oblique sketch and second an isometric sketch for each of the following. A. A cuboid of dimensions 5 cm, 3 cm and 2 cm. It's a sketch unique. B. A cube with an edge 4 cm long. An isometric sheet is attached at the end of the book. We have already told you. You could try to make on it some cubes or cuboids of dimensions specified by your friend. So do it yourself. So the question is asking us to create both oblique and isometric sketch. Therefore, we have drawn both graph paper and isometric dot paper. First of all, we have to create cuboid with dimension 5 cm, 3 cm and 2 cm. Let's first draw its front face. That is, it is 5 units lengthwise. So we have connected 5 squares. Then let's draw height as 2 cm in this case, because we are not specifically told that what we have to take height. So we are taking 2 cm, connected to form the first face. Again, we are creating oblique sketch. Remember, we have to copy this face a little bit off from this originally drawn face. That is its opposite face, a little bit off. So let's draw it here. 2 as our height. Again, 2 as our height. Connect it in order to form similar looking back face. Now just connect it in order to give its depth with the parallel lines. And again, dimensions need not to be copied. That's why it is an oblique sketch. So we have constructed a cuboid. Now we have to make isometric sketch, that is on isometric dot paper. So first of all, we draw height, that is 2 cm, that is connecting 3 dots. Then we will create its length, that is connecting next 5 dots, that is 5 cm. Then let's construct its height again, because we are first creating its face, front face, and we have created its front face. Now let's give it a depth, that is we have depth of 3 cm, that is connecting next 3 points from all the 4 edges. So let's do it first. Next 3 dots in order to create 3 cm as our depth. Now we will create opposite face just by connecting all the edges. So it is again a very fun process. And using isometric dot paper, it becomes more easy. So this is our isometric sketch. So the question said, is your sketch unique? Well, it is unique if you are constructing it with the given height. That is, if your friend construct it with the same height, it will be same. So to give it a real solid look, let's hide its opposite faces edges. Similarly, you can do here. That is, we can delete these solid lines and to make them hidden lines by drawing them as dotted lines. So that is basic again. So in this way, you created A. Now let's see second, that is B part. This time it is a cube, so just go 4 cm on all directions. So let's make front face, that is 4 units connecting 4 squares in every 4 direction because it is a cube after all. So connecting these all, that is our first phase. Second phase, a little bit off from the initial position or the initial phase, but exact copy of our front phase, that is second phase. Just connect them with parallel lines to give a depth or a feel that it is a cube. So it is very simple. By now you got the idea how to construct Oblique Sketch, and to give a depth, just hide its background. We will show you more that what a hidden line actually looks when we actually see solid object in later part of this question. Now isometric thought, first of all we take as a height. So in this case everything is same because it is a cube. So 4 cm in all directions. We are first creating our front face, and now we shall construct its depth, that is again 4 units or 4 cm in this case because particular unit of measurement is given to you. So we are creating its depth. We have created it, and now we will join these vertices in order to construct our isometric sketch of this cube. So we have constructed it, and again to give it an actual feel, let's make them dotted because that is not directly seen by you when you see from this view. So that is our B, and by our hidden lines we mean this. So that is a B of question number 5. By this hidden line we means this. So your actual oblique view will be like this, and you will not be able to see back face. Therefore we draw it hidden line. Again in isometric view, this is our front face, so this will hide your background. Therefore we have to show these edges as hidden lines. Again with the cube of 4 cm, this is our front face, back side is hidden. Therefore we draw it with hidden lines. And in isometric view, hidden lines like this. Well, we forgot to draw this hidden line. You can draw in previous part as well. So that is a B, and that completes your question.